Lady on Horseback, a priceless painting with a long journey. This painting, The Lady on Horseback, is now housed in the Freer Gallery of Art in the United States. It's signed by Yuan dynasty painter Qian Xuan. But since the 1930s, multiple tests conducted by the Freer Laboratory have revealed otherwise. The silk dates from between 1510 and 1570, the Jiajing period of the Ming dynasty. The blue pigment used is Prussian blue, which wasn't invented until the 18th century. And the style of the inscription differs from Qian Xuan's known works by a statistical deviation of 3 sigma, so it's now widely accepted as a Ming dynasty copy. This painting once belonged to the Qing Imperial collection, listed in the Shiqu Baoji. From 1850 to 1900, it was housed in Prince Gong's mansion. In 1901, his grandson sold it to repay debts. It was bought for 850 taels of silver, about $1,090 at the time, then sold in 1912 to art dealer C.T. Liu for $2,200, and again in 1916 to Charles Freer for $8,500. If this were a genuine Qian Xuan, the value today could range from $80 million to $150 million. That puts it on par with major Western masterpieces. Think Van Gogh, Monet, even Picasso. People often say these paintings are priceless, but in reality, everyone has a number in mind. Before we name a price, let's first take a closer look. Emperor Xuanzong of Tang and Lady Yang were known for their excursions, riding out to enjoy the spring, near or far. Scenes like these have been painted and rewritten countless times, and they appear frequently in traditional Chinese art. This piece, The Lady Yang Mounts Her Horse, is considered a masterpiece by Qian Xuan. It features 14 figures, each meticulously dressed, posed with elegance and clarity. Qian Xuan was painting something that had taken place 500 years before his time. So, while the clothing and objects may not perfectly match the Tang dynasty, their roles and positioning are carefully considered. From right to left, the 2 figures in front are palace attendants, dressed plainly but lightly armed. Emperor Xuanzong is already mounted on his famous steed, Zhaoyabai, whose rear hoof is gently lifted, calm and obedient. Flanking him are more attendants, including a scholar official. Then we come to 5 people and 1 horse, all turning their gaze toward Lady Yang, who is in the middle of mounting. She wears a floral headdress, a narrow-sleeved blouse, and a flowing scarf. Climbing on the horse seems to take effort. Her body is halfway up, 1 foot still on the step stool. 2 ladies in waiting help from either side. A stable official grips the saddle from the far side, steadying the mount. Another man in red robes with clenched hands and a nervous look seems to be thinking, "Please, let nothing go wrong." He's likely a senior official from the imperial stables. Behind Lady Yang are 2 attendants holding fans, commonly believed to be palace maids in male dress, thought to be everyday attire in Tang times. The last 2 maids carry bundles and whisk brooms, ready to serve. Everyone wears Tang-style garments. The brushwork is refined, with flowing, disciplined line work and dynamic turns. Though the colors are rich, the effect remains elegant and scholarly, never garish. That's the charm of Qian Xuan's work. At the end of this scroll, he inscribed a poem that offers much to ponder. Open quote, "Adorned saddle, precious reins, too much favor for Lady Yang. Every autumn, she is granted a journey to Huaqing, 40,000 horses under Emperor Xuanzong's command. Yet why did he ride a mule to flee along the Sichuan road?" Close quote. These last 2 lines seem to lament how Emperor Xuanzong, blinded by his deep affection for Lady Yang, neglected state affairs. That led to rebellion, flight to Chengdu, and eventually the forced death of Lady Yang. But Qian Xuan lived centuries ago, far removed from our modern dramatic reinterpretations. He wouldn't have known that some people believe Yang Guifei never actually died. After all, could Emperor Xuanzong really bring himself to kill his beloved? Some claim that her tomb held only a sachet, no body, suggesting that a double was sacrificed and she was secretly taken by Japanese envoys to Japan. That's why some in Japan believe Yamaguchi Prefecture is her final resting place. Legends about this couple could fill 3 days and nights. But one question remains: where were Xuanzong and Yang Guifei riding to in this painting? To the Huaqing hot springs, as the poet Bai Juji wrote? Or perhaps on a hunting trip? What do you think? The painting is undeniably beautiful. If it were an authentic Qian Xuan original, we'd estimate its value at around $100 million. For reference, the Five Drunken Princes Returning on Horseback, another Yuan dynasty scroll, sold in 2020 for over HKD 300 million. Considering Qian Xuan's reputation, the painting's rarity, and its captivating subject, $100 million is not an exaggeration. Even as a Ming copy, it would exceed RMB 100 million. So, what would you bid for this piece? Let's say the opening price is $12 million. Where would you place your final offer?